What's up, guys? We are back. What's up, Osborne? So we're just, I could probably help out some people with the weekly if you guys want that. After that, we will do some solo stuff, maybe. What's up, Beach App? What's up, Dirt Wizard? Good morning, nerds. Dirt Wizard's a crazy name. Alright, let's go play. You know, I actually kind of like decapitating stratagem. I had someone trying to tell me this one was better than, like, Lethal Perimeter. Dude, some people be talking nonsense, okay? The issue is, like, this one, first of all, you don't have to take Strategic Gunstrike. You actually get your armor regen back. A lot of yap in this game, brother. I'm not gonna lie. Do you use fencing for heavy bolt rifle, knife build for Tech Marine? I mean, the only fencing weapon I would ever take in this game now is Sergeant Edge. There's like, if you're using a fencing weapon, there's no reason to ever not take this because the damage here is already like better on the knife itself, and you also have the god tier perk combo, Scathing Retort, and like the instant staggers. Nothing is better than the Lethal Perimeter. I'm trying to get the no fencing train. Well, Plasma Burn is better than Lethal Perimeter for, like, Siege mode. It definitely is. That's because there's just too many enemies to, like, get full value out of this. And, like, you would never, ever in a million years want to take your Plasma without Burn. That is, like, an insane idea. But, like, you know, usually, to find out what's best in Siege mode, all you have to do is just look at, like, okay, well, what scales up the most with Hordes? It's like, okay, well, Plasma Enhancement Burn. Assault, Zealous Blow, and like Bulwark. I mean, you can make the argument Defensive Mastery is really good because you can one-shot the guys at stupidly high HP. Anything that scales up so much so that, like, you can either A, nuke bosses, B, nuke extremists that have ridiculous HP pools, and things that wipe out hordes regularly, they're going to be a top-tier option. Anything that saves you in requisition as well, but that'll probably all change in the patch 13 update. We'll see. What's your favorite chapter? Blood Angels. Like, there's actually the Bolter is probably the worst possible option you could ever take the Siege mode. I would even take the Sniper one over that. Anyways, let's go and take Assault, or actually, let's do Attack. Let's do a Melta build. Yeah, Melta Tactical is underrated. Let's try the solo of the Vortex Beast. I guess we'll take that. You can. I'm never taking this drip off, by the way. You're right about Plasma Burn and the worst. Do you do all the dailies if you don't have any currency? You just like wait for the weeklies. I mean, I would do as many as you want. I've been maxed out forever on the accolades, so I don't really see much point in doing that. Oh, my YouTube chat's 100% lagged out. 1 second. Just you saw the recent video, you should do more custom strats. Oh yeah, that was a funny ass video. Hello, Alpha. That was a funny ass video from Mobius. That was peak of comedy. I mean, the worst chapter in your opinion? Probably the Iron Hand. I'm sorry, Iron Hands fans. The chapter's just lame. It's not my fault. I don't make the rules, okay? Left and right slanders is true. I mean, as far as founding chapters are concerned, I couldn't even tell you what the worst successor chapter is. I don't think I even know all the successor chapters. There are just too many. That would be a fucking tier list and a half. Like, ranking 300 successor chapters, could you imagine? Hello, FTG. How come you rarely post videos fighting against Chaos? Just curious, because tiers are more fun to fight. We're making one right now if you want Chaos.
I am glad we have been ordered back to Avaros.
Also, most players don't even fight Chaos in this game, to be honest.
The clashes between the
I have plenty of
heretics
videos on
and the
Chaos, though,
Xenophage
for both Siege and Non.
zone to rubble. This is as
Also,
close as I
the
can
builds that
get
are
you.
really strong versus Chaos are just generally less fun to play as well.
No other support or resources for this mission. We are on our own. It matters not the trials ahead. Our duty compels us forward.
This is actually a very strong build versus Chaos. What's up, Chapter Master? What's up, Vegeta? Punked.
This world will lose all contact with the Imperium without its relay. The relay cannot function without astronauts. We must save as many as we can.
Bonk. I keep trying to take off the Space Wolf voice for this. Chaos is harder. It depends on the build. Some builds are actually easier on Chaos than they are on Tyranids.
Smells like fresh munitions.
We're behind in packs into the 5 tier 1s. God damn. Our relic already. Convenient. The only cast map I like in this game is like Vortex and Fall of Atreus. I've been Reliquary. It'd be cool if it had a good boss fight. Any ways of playing build you could recommend for this week's weekly stratagem? I mean, they're pretty much all the same, aren't they? Hilariously, Assault doesn't have much build variety right now because all of his builds run the same thing if you want to be optimal. Yeah, Heroic Fist, yeah, that probably is the easiest option for that. God, Argent Edge really is just peak. swords respawn. Interesting.
Alright. 1,000 suns desecrate all they touch.
I would like, if we get like a melta bomb or something, we're actually just cooking on this build at this point. The pure stockpile is kind of nuts. And the only thing that's kind of bad is if you run into a hell brute, you are a tactical, so if they spawn the proper horde combo on you, you might be a little cooked. But hello, how are you doing on this wonderful Saturday? I'm happy you're playing more Space Marine 2. I'm liking the color scheme for black and yellow. Similar to chapter in yours. This is Emperor's size of the Emperor. Not 100% lore accurate. That's my favorite drip for tactical though here.
The heretics use that shaft to access the lower floors. Let us avenge the dead. The traitors conveyed us to a hostile location. At least they did not separate us.
There it is. Okay.
Identify source of heretic power surges. The entire relay is teeming with the energies of the war.
Am I excited for the 40k musical? 40k musical? Alright, there we go.
We are too late to aid this
That actually gave us... That was actually a pretty mean boss fight if we didn't get the radiant impact off in the beginning. They gave us 2 melee terminators in that one. That's pretty dangerous for a tactical. You're quite squishy. Argent Edge, just that gun. I mean knife.
See you, champion in the ether. Approach and binge upon their suffering.
Oh, let's go grab this guy.
The Astropath is communing with something, calling to it. The grenades and chainsaws were made for this kind of obscenity. Cannot penetrate those accursed fortifications. Render those altars inert and a barrier.
Okay. Melee term missile. Cool, I guess. Oh, I don't know right through that. Oh, 2 shots didn't do it? Kinda whack. I stole the hard stratagem. I did post a weekly video where I stole that, yes. It was on a incredibly OP build, but that was kind of the point. Ow. Wow, literally no startup on that one. Love it. I didn't even get a red. A lot of rubrics. With the melter rifle, we can definitely overperform. I really do think melt attack is so underrated in this game. Which video was a hard stratagem solo? The video where I showed a guide to the hard stratagem. So this weekly? Weekly's not even that hard. It's annoying.
I was wrong to expect a better fight from a sniveling backstabber. Enemy power structure destabilized.
Alright. Bang.
So many.
Alright, Zangors. I love Zangor spam.
Magazine in.
If I could find a crack grenade, that would be lovely, but I mean, we'll take what we can get.
The altar is the king. Swapping out magazine.
Release the Doctor Doom armor. Yeah, I can't believe you guys kept calling that Doctor Doom.
Barrier has fallen.
Especially since most of you guys are like big 40k fans. You're just trolling me. You know it's Deathwing. Not this armor, but the other one I showed. God.
Magazine out. Magazine in.
I wasn't giving me the generator portion on this. I prefer not dealing with that. Give me the Astropath one. That's preferable.
Do not fear. Has been set. Your fate decided.
So far, it seems that Patch 12 is gonna be even bigger. Patch 13 is even bigger than Patch 12.
Objective remains.
Progression updates, siege overhaul, training arena, new map, new weapons, new cosmetic. Probably not. New classes tend to be the biggest for any horde shooter.
Brothers, rally towards that warp energy surge.
Jack Marine also had a lot more hype behind it.
Second company is already lost. We are its last pathetic cast. Trust our bonds, brothers, not these desperate vocal tricks. Destroy it. It rides. Prioritize that astropathic distraction.
You will never leave this place.
How do you do the dashy charge knife attacks? Just the shoulder bash perk. It's just the shoulder bash perk. How goes it in chat? What's up, Launchbox? Going pretty well.
has answered the corrupt.
Been away from the game for a while. What do you think of the tech free and the new op? New op was pretty lame. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's cool, but like, it doesn't like something I really care to replay.
That retractable bridge has a degenerated. Locate power
Alright.
cells, brothers.
Top row or bottom row Inferno? Bottom row is way better in my opinion. I've taken the top row before. It's not like horrific. I should carry that. Anyway. Oh, that was a waste of impact. Can't get that guy in time.
Locate a power cell and restore their generator, brothers.
Probably should have thrown that shock after, huh? After I jumped down. Maybe not at my feet. I hate this portion of this map. It's the only part I don't like. It's this and the eyeball part when it gives it to you. Just by yourself. Kind of sucks to do the generator portion.
I have a power cell.
Oh, please no. Oh, just one guy.
This power cell should work.
I'll go plant this. I'll go wrap around to the ammo box.
I shall repower the generator. Locate a power cell and restore the generator, brothers. Keep looking for power cells. This minor obstacle will not deter us.
I just want to get the generator done, please. Is that too much to ask?
power cells.
Godzilla's approaching the generator. Yeah, that's an old meme. An old Angry Joe meme. What's the dodge window for those Super Terminator missiles? I mean, they're actually very easy to dodge. Which ones are you talking about, though? You can even dodge them at point blank. You gotta kind of like dodge them like slightly last second. This takes a bit of practice. It's kind of hard to like... You could probably show the actual timing of it on video, but it's really not that hard to figure out, I don't think. Okay.
Never turn down fresh ammunition.
You're not familiar with Celestial Lions? They are the greatest Imperial Fist successor. You should be familiar with them. Alright, where's the last one? It's gotta be in like in one of these hidey holes.
Locate a power cell and restore the generator, brothers.
Yep, here it is. Finally.
This power cell should work. Shred the abomination. Silence the one who calls for help. Our way forward is ready now, brothers. The corrupted astropath is defenseless. Time to end this.
I can't be bothered. Oh, that's actually one of the most dangerous attacks in the whole game. Those storm bolters, those put out ridiculous. Ow, 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 my ass. Alright, I'm just gonna do that.
Take more than that. Sensor scan.
Those are very dangerous. Storm bolters actually hit like a fucking truck in this game. Like a bitch. Chinese burgers, true.
If the psychers have brought forth some
Wrong math for a Jake Sully rant, that's true. There's no Xenos here. Unless you count the Zangors, but like they're just beastmen. I'm sure the Astro Militar would mistake a Zangor for a Xenos at least once.
all specs ready to scan.
Hello, FTG's heroic hammer good for the assault dash build. I mean, you can use it. I don't think the heroic hammer is that good in general. It's one of the weaker options in the game at the moment.
Got the gear.
It's okay. It's not like god awful. It's the best fencing hammer, but why would you ever use fencing hammer?
Clear the path.
Best heavy weapon across all factions for both factions and hard strats and ops.
Hunt through that
Probably heroic heavy bolter. Heavy plasma multi-melter probably. Even without the double shot. Heavy plasma's good too. Not hard to go wrong with any of them.
Attack that beast, brothers.
Heavy doesn't lack for good options and weapons.
Press the assault. Unleash your wrath. Those beams have concentrated warframe.
Oh, I can't actually shoot that range at all. Why would I even try to do that?
my eyes and ears. Magazine out! Magazine! Is the hellspawn withdrawing from the fight? The beast attempts to take us with it. Space cannot identify our position. Caution. Atmospheric conditions are caustic. Hurry, brothers. Find an exit. Is that a pool of light? I am free from that madness. That beast will know my wrath. Start lopping off those limbs.
Oh, that hit him. Damn. Oh, you went in rage, of course.
Demonic beast's limbs must be severed.
Ryan passing into tier 1. Thank you, Orion. God.
The tentacles
Dude.
are neutralized. Unleash on the deep.
Right off the disco ball, eh?
Stay away from the beams and stay alive, brothers.
I don't want to waste the shots right now. At least we're out of Zangors. No more of those guys this fight. Alright, lunge at me and shit. You know how you be. Ow. Maybe a mistake. That may have been a mistake, chat. Oh, that's actually rude.
Get clear of the spikes.
I would rather an armor box in there. We kind of just do this now. Sort of Sim's kind of OP. When you're that low HP, you're pretty much always guaranteed to get a Sim, but if you have no armor, you can also... Ow. Alright, that's just rude. I can still do this. No. Okay.
The creature is protecting itself. Save
Oh
your
wait, it's actually... Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, my mistake. I thought it was sort of Sim and surely wear off by then. Of course not. That would be balanced.
cut the contents off from the vortex beast. This creature made for fine target practice. Replenish that ready. Hellspawn. Destroy it.
Where's this closer radius? I actually got him.
Magazine out. Magazine in.
I think that's say that the damage is substantial, but... Oh, it's like peak. Oh no, it sounds awful.
Those beams are concentrated warp flame.
That really deserved that. Okay. Feels great. Feels incredible. I love hero laser beams in my mouth. Have you ever seen the laser collection? It's an oldie but goldie. Whoa, 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 okay. I didn't know we were playing Resident Evil. He does love spamming that at the end here.
The demon is grievously wounded. Strike now and end it.
There we go. Hey guys, Melta's pretty underrated on this class. I know I've said it multiple times this run. I'll probably say it in the build guide too, but it's a pretty good gun. Especially versus Chaos and Tyranids. Like, it'll work versus both factions pretty equally. Bro is for sure ate that parry guardsman, that's true. Love it. We couldn't parry the laser beams, unfortunately. However tragically that was, but we could not, in fact, parry the laser beams. Emperor's Vengeance is key for on tactical? Not really. Only because you're by yourself. You can just take... I mean, I take it with Emperor's Judgment all the time in groups. You don't really need... I mean, this weapon's very ammo efficient already because you have decisive reload on it. You don't need to have Emperor's Vengeance. It definitely helps, but like if you're by yourself, definitely take it. If you're playing a group and they don't suck ass, you'll probably be fine without it. Vanguard ammo economy is an issue with Melta. Actually, Melta's the best ammo economy possible on Vanguard. For the same reason I just talked about. This gun is very ammo efficient. All thanks to this fucking perk. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. This is probably... Let's do a classic. Say the Inferno pistol. I don't know how good that would be on Chaos. We'll try it. Death Company? Sure. Bullet with Duelist, Fortitude, Trample Targeting, Hammer of Wrath. Follow Atreus. Why not? No Angels in Carmine. FTG been a while, it's true. I'm too lazy to go back into the heraldry section is why. That's the main reason why. I'm gonna have some water too. Okay.
Our path to Aurora is barred by the Thousand Suns Silver Tower. We do not have any ordnance or Demarium that can destroy it. Our best available tactic requires an ancient battle barge at the Mechanicus compound that is undergoing restoration.
If I might be so bold as to interject, Lord Titus, that battle barge dates back to the Great Crusade. It is a sacred relic, filled with ancient splendor, brimming with power undimmed.
Noted, Artisan Balthazar.
We love
I
it.
am authorizing Talassa to commandeer the battle barge for the duration of this conflict. It will then be returned to your care.
Very well.
We'll talk. I die less on Tech Marine than
But you will
Bulwark.
need my
That makes no
assistance
fucking
in
sense at all. How the fuck do you die more less on Tech Marine than Bulwark? What?
Assist the Adeptus Mechanicus in launch preparations and await our targeting guidance, Talassa. We should be on the ground shortly.
Also, do you think the Iron
Make sure
Warrior
our
marking is going to be a
ready.
hazard stripe server leaked? Yeah, probably.
The Imperium shall be
I'll probably talk
sated
about that at some point.
Titus.
All Strats detecting warp fire signatures.
As they were not rocking Wings of Flame, so. Kind of awkward to use an Inferno Pistol here with the Heroic Power Fist, only because the Heroic Power Fist is not, like, you know, it gives you gun strikes, but your gun strike range is so pathetic on this version that that is an obvious downside. Plasma's probably better. That's okay. Bonk.
Changing magazine.
The Mechanicus extracts precious resources from stones such as
I still think Fall of Atreus was the best Chaos map on launch. Some people like Vox Liberatus. That one's okay. It's definitely okay.
A mind goes hungry to a hallowed mercy.
Make up your mind, bud.
See what becomes of those who pray to dark gods. Born along the wings of fire. Kill that foe, let it summon aid. Enemy reinforcements have
It's been so long since I played a
heresy led you to this end. Me as an angel of death.
non-Wings of Flame build. Even with a 50% reduction, you still pulp. Which Primarch do you guys think gooned the most? No Fulgrim for free? Probably Lorgar.
Ammunition cache here.
Probably Lorgar. Almost done with Resident Evil Requiem. They're starting this game. Resident Evil Requiem isn't very long, so you'll be playing this game in no time.
Even in death, the mutant defiles this place with its physical.
Oh, I did not take Anduling Oath. I forgot. That was a mistake.
Ready reserves. Hold it. I shall soar on blazing wings. Heretics advancing. Deploying frag grenade.
Fucking hate it when the sorcerer sits up there.
Prepare to strike into their midst. We triumph over our malformed foe. A just death for a betrayer.
I actually can't do anything to him up there. Super fun.
Releasing frag grenade.
Should
I
still
shall
kill him.
soar on blazing
Yep.
wings.
Doesn't matter. 50% reduction. What's half of a bajillion?
Well done, brothers.
Yeah, they fixed those kinds of spawns for siege mode, just not for this map. Okay. FG, if you could pick one Heretic and one Xenos for Space Marine 2, what would it be? I mean, I'd like Necrons, but I'd honestly prefer... Well, maybe Orcs. Dude, he's not coming down. He's pretty good against Chaos Spawn here, though. But they buffed up the Inferno pistol gun strike damage by like 22% this patch. Feels way better now. Alright, he's actually just gonna chill up there for the rest of the time, or I'm leaving. Okay, there's a relic here. No. Gotta be a little careful here because yeah, the storm bolts are really dangerous. Oh, he's that's so. I didn't think he was that low. Oh, the same guns right there. Flex. I would like if I would stop getting hounded by the endless skull. Little sorcerer up there, but okay. We'll make do.
Fresh munitions. We may proceed.
What heroes of past eons graced the halls of this battle march? The vessel has a more glorious destiny. The engine seers will be informed.
This is either the most hype portion of the whole mission right here, or nothing happened. Oh, you can still emergency exit even without commitment. That was nice. I'll just land on you.
I saw through war skies. Prepare to strike into their midst.
Are you not getting some of your gun strikes from the heroic fist? Well, part of that's because we have an Inferno pistol. But like, yeah, it's also just an issue that can happen occasionally. There could be a little bit of a negative synergy here on this one.
I shall soar on blazing wings. Its rotten blood corrupts all that touches. In the name of Sanguinius,
Should have a Necron death mark as an extremist. You get hit, uninstalls your game. Pretty funny. I like how he just doesn't shoot like the one guy you actually want to kill there, but okay. Get stomped on.
Proceed, brothers. I shall remain here and find and deter any enemy.
Wow, Knob Wings of Flame in this economy? Yeah, I think Zealous Blow. I was trying out a Zealous Blow build again, really. I think Zealous Blow is probably better for newer players because they still really know. Like, if you don't have to time anything on this one, you just kind of go up and down.
Glory dwells in even the smallest task.
Oh.
Heretic dreadnought! Be as an angel of death! Danger in sight! Frag grenade out! To strike into their midst!
As an anger could definitely be a problem.
Armor filled with lies
We'll see.
and absence.
Oh yeah, that actually works there.
I shall soar on blazing wings.
Definitely not what I wanted. I would find it perfectly adequate if you would please just die. Thank you. Your contributions noted.
Burning frag grenade! Jump back, refuel! Into the ether run!
They probably already answered this too many times already. Do you figure out if using balance or block was the meta? I mean, it depends on the build. It depends. Depends what you're building around. I think balance is generally better on assault right now because commitment can animation cancel the awkward startup, but like block can definitely be better at times for range damage reduction, armor regen.
We need to fix that crane.
The crane requires you to perform rites of restoration. Seek out the crane's twin generators and locate their consoles. Then, awaken them in the correct sequence.
The seed to that crane, less than day is lost.
Born aloft on wings of fire, I shall soar on blazing wings. Sandal spear carrier in sight.
Where's the other one? Oh, down here. It's convenient. That's not convenient.
Jump pack refuel.
Or is it?
My eternal gratitude to whomever locates
Not.
the second. It appears
Or-
we have pleased the machine spirit.
It's not convenient. It's not convenient at all. It's actually very annoying. Fuck you. Fuck your... Ow. Fuck your fit. Terrible outfit choice, like really. Like confetti. Confetti blue. Is that what we're going for here? It's the best Magnus can offer.
Duty's path is clear once more.
Triple sorcerer, dude. I love it.
Sight, Talassa. Ensure nothing further impedes your progress.
Is block Zealous Blow better for late wave siege pushes? I think it's better for any wave siege pushes because it's Zealous Blow is an ability that scales up immensely, and siege mode is a mode where enemies are like always clumped, and also just has really good synergy with you. Like you're really pushing the high waves anyways in siege to have like an aspects. So synergy there is obvious, but in Operation of the Hard Strats, it's really a question. You still take commitment though in siege mode. It's just too good to not take. Also, the other two signature perks on this class aren't like incredible anyways. Alright. Just teleport out of my gun strike range. Very nice.
Heresy led you to this end.
Okay.
Jump pack refuel. Well fought. We broke their ranks. A just death for a betrayer.
But on the note of Zealous Blow versus Wings of Flame and Siege, I mean, that might change next patch because the only reason Zealous Blow is so much better right now is because you get to nuke hordes, and like, really it's just a DPS race in Siege at the moment anyways, so anything that helps you kill more enemies at once is going to naturally scale up.
Precisely what I require.
Also, there's just so many enemies on your screen in Siege mode. Regardless of the of the timer.
Path is cleared.
Even like lower waves. Like half the time you can jump into a horde plus a boss.
Primitive scrolling
You get your entire cooldown back in that mode. Right. Let's see what we got. Anything crazy down here? No.
Focus on that monstrosity! See what becomes of those great dark gods! Reloading! In the name of Sanguinius!
Want the hammer of wrath from that.
In the name of the Primarch! Me as an angel of death! Prepare to strike into their midst! The world seeks to rally reserves! Hold it! There is no loyalty among these mindless wretches!
But like, what would Chaos need to be more fun? Because like, I feel like between boss fights and extremis fights, Chaos is just incredibly boring to fight. It's like all you're doing is just hunting down Rubric Marines the entire time. Because you're just not engaging with the combat loop that much, except like, okay, I'm gonna chase this guy down, and I'll chase his friend down. And Chaos Spawn definitely make that better, but they're not always around.
Corrupts all it touches. On and off, the silence that beasts call for its foul brethren. Their numbers swell, but their efforts shall come to naught. Jump back, refuel.
You can escape? I don't think so. We'll see. I can go back up here. The reason I jump back dash there is to get the Hammer of Wrath off, because I don't trust enraged Rubric Marines that range damage reduction. No thanks, bro. Melt a bomb. Well, we don't have equipment regen here, but that's okay. We get a boss spawn. That'll make life easier. Ah, relic. That's nice.
My resolve is tempered.
Ah. Sounds like a squad.
Terminator in sight. Akaran, your Ultramarines are late. We are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
We are approaching your besieged bastion.
Make haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Okay, I literally killed him before we actually were able to stop the reinforcement call. I'm sorry, is a charged power fist not enough to stop a chaos spawn reinforcement call? They're gonna be a no. Is that gonna be a? No. Y'all know what I think it's gonna be. You all know. You hear it in my voice. Hear the fear. You know the panic. Is that gonna be one? No. But a job for fist maxing.
I saw Saw on blazing rings. We have shattered its spear.
See, it's not that bad. Like, when Chaos gives you hordes like this, where like there's a good mix of enemies, it's not too bad. But like when it's just down to this, where there's nothing but rubrics left, I think these enemies are just horribly designed, to be honest. Like Rubric Marines, they feel better to fight with range because you just get the kills on them, not deal with them. I don't think I've ever felt satisfied playing a Rubric Marine in this game. Ah. If the progression update is just more prestige levels, I'm reinstalling Dawn of War 3 and playing this and playing that for a year. I mean, it might be. I don't think we're gonna get more prestige levels, though. I doubt that. Maybe they will add more prestige perks. I hope so.
Your heresy will never be forgotten on the scum.
Mighty brothers, repel the assault! Let us rid this place of heresy! Checking battle specifications. Your faculties primed.
Adequate performance noted, Talassa. I have opened the gates.
Okay. I guess we're just moving on. We're going to fight the Hell Brute in this spot. We have a Sanctified Wrath. You can stun lock, but you won't stun lock them, but you can stagger the Hell Brute off the Sanctified Wrath while it occurs, which is kind of useful. But we'll see. See what spawns on us. Assuming we even get a boss, we probably will. There's still 2 more triggers. What's the next big thing for this game? We got like a siege update, plus new op, plus new terminus. New terminus is probably the biggest part of all that. I think the major siege update, I think we're getting Chaos Astartes, guys, to be honest. That's coming in patch 15 probably. But this patch, we're probably getting the other thing.
Prevented from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the junction station.
Okay. He knows ball.
I have no engines Strats secrets alive.
Chaos Stories aren't coming, I'm 99% sure. I don't know.
Must perform
Focus has
the
been saying
appropriate
some
rites
shit
of
that like
alignment
definitely
to achieve
implies they
desired
probably will be
geometry.
coming.
Assuming
Somebody
they
even
possess
asked
the
like, are we getting
ability to
Chaos Astartes
extrapolate
in
accordingly.
Siege mode? Like things are planned for Siege mode. Is what they said, and they've denied Heretic Astartes and all other things. For the fact they're not denying it here, and we also have leaks for it. Sounds to
Together we
me
inch closer to victory.
like we might be getting some heretics. They only ever said they were never going to put them in the operations, but that was before. Right. Dude, am I just like... What do I do deserve? Resources again.
Prepare to strike into their midst. Sandal spear carrier in sight. Reloading.
Defend the fusion battery unit.
Alright, I think what I do is go over here.
Changing magazine.
I don't know about that one, Chief. It's gonna be a long... If we win this, it's gonna be a very long boss fight.
Defend the fusion battery unit.
Okay. I kind of feared that was gonna happen.
Prepare to strike into their midst.
Defend the fusion battery unit.
Guys, it's only like 15 billion missiles and like 15 skulls. Like, how bad could that actually be? And all the plasma shots and the fire. Over the fire. And it's only like 50 billion shots coming at me. It's okay. we only have 4 shots. That was definitely 3 sorcerers into a Terminator into a boss. That's just mean. That's just a mean boss fun. I don't know what we did to deserve that one. Very rude boss fun. The Terminator missile spam is just crazy. I think that's a build that's better off. I mean, that one can definitely perform well against Chaos. It's definitely better against the Tyrannosaur, but what armor reinforcement build isn't? Which one is not, chat? Here, well, let's do this on like ballistic. Actually, actually, reclamation is a pain in the ass on assault during the one spot. We'll just throw it up on. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while. Termination, ballistic engine. Hellbrute drive-by shootout. We could do Vox Apparatus. Stigsman, if a member for 1 month. Well, this is my favorite Space Marine 2 cosplayer. What's up, FGG? How you doing today? We're doing pretty good. How are you? We're taking the exfiltration. It's actually pretty fun. But the game said you ain't playing anymore. You can definitely win that one, but that would have been like probably an 8-minute boss fight if we did win. It would have taken a very long time. We would have had to like kite around and then kill all the sorcerers there. I shouldn't have gone out into the open area because that was just going to be an absolute range spam fest. That Wings of Flame. Good old Inferno. We could do Inferno. I'm the ballistic. I've actually kind of grown to like exfiltration quite a bit. You're a GoPro thing on those socials. Oh, thanks, Skuma. Hello, hello. You know, the only portion of this map I don't like is the very beginning. That's it.
Suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation.
What the fuck happened to the tokens there? You know, magic,
Get you
dude.
to the Longinus gamma facility.
It was Chuck E. Cheese, and like he got all the tickets, okay?
Damn this monstrosity. We might
If I don't like the power fist in such situations, don't have time to charge it, well, you definitely do. This is just not like the best charge fist one.
Trigon target acquisition.
Power fist is definitely, like, you pretty much always have time to charge the power fist in this game. The question is where you hit the breakpoint to kill them. And on this version, no.
Dominance may deter it from attacking.
Power fist is still by far the best weapon in the game.
Trigon stalks us. Waiting.
And that's been kind of proven across all content and like in siege operations, hard strats.
And advance.
I don't think there's a single mode in this entire game that power fist does not go to the peak of. Not this one though. I have some buddies celebrating the liberation of Levelon Creek 2 years ago. Oh yeah. 2 years ago, goddamn. Have I been making content for over 2 years on the internet? Oh god. Dear god.
Wings of fire. Disgusting tyrannid scum.
Synchronize movements and press forward. It seeks to engage its brothers. Make haste with singular purpose.
Me as an angel of death. Prepare to strike into their midst. Silence the beast's call for its foul brethren.
Today I learned that at least 50 plus runs of exfiltration you get a term to spawn in the blow up the plasma batteries section of the mission. Oh yeah, you can get that. Yeah, term to spawn in multiple places. That one's actually pretty common, I feel. Long. Also, what's up, Snacky? Power Fist is stupid strong, and my personal favorite weapon is the Power Axe. Well, that's because the Power Axe is actually fun. The Power Fist is more like a sweat lord weapon, to be honest. It only has like one. Its moveset is just boring as fuck. That's the problem with it, in my opinion. I don't think most people disagree with that. Like, I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to do like, oh, we punched him again. This time we uppercut. Perish, 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 perish. Bang, 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 bang.
Changing magazine. I soar through war-torn skies.
I cast Fist, me too.
Rearming. Tyranny vermin are coming.
The aberrant creature approaches.
I shall soar on blazing wings.
Hold position and fend off the beast. Synchronize movement and press forward. Make haste with singular purpose. A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's peak. Our gratitude, Magos Gallagher, for the expedited route.
Disgusting tyrannid scum.
I feel like there should be separate voice lines for like a death company where he just shouts Horus the entire time, but they're not gonna do that. So they can barely get one Blood Angel's voice out. You think we're gonna get like an exquisite one? I doubt it. Oh, you son of a bitch! Ow. Okay.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
That's why I hate the intro portion of this mission.
Positioning is disadvantageous. Do not linger too long in any one spot.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Ignore the servo scout and focus on footholds.
Lift has
Hey, did you how's it going, brother? Favorite pizza? I don't eat pizza. I wouldn't know.
This infant jump pack.
Alright, let's get over here. The Sims, that'll make up for the tragic loss of HP. MJ Habibi with a 2 months of Prime. Oh, generous one. Are you still doing hard track carries? I'll do one after this mission, yeah. I'll do one more.
One seeks to rally reserves. Halt it! Its brethren answer the.
What do you mean you don't eat pizza? I mean, I don't eat pizza.
Ignoel Nutrient welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Never have I encountered a servo skull that speaks in such a manner.
Peridium. The servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced.
Will they add a sister bound operation? I'll probably never, ever, ever, ever do that.
A morose servo skull
Sister's
is
battle.
not our problem.
Why would they do that?
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against.
That'd be a lot of
the
work
Raiders
for like one
biologists.
little scene.
Do you know what Gallio
They, I mean,
and Nutrient
not
achieved
impossible,
together in
but
the past? Ask about projects
this game's a Stardews game, so they're probably gonna
Israel
focus on that predominantly, and like maybe whatever guardsmen they have in the game already.
Program servo skull, nothing more.
Select preferred method of execution.
Well, they add the Emperor himself to operations. That's basically what some people ask us to do. Are we gonna get custodies in the game that has literally zero prerequisite? What do they call it?
Deserves extra scrutiny, and so does another temple.
That has zero reason to believe we'd ever see custodies in.
I thought it a jest.
Probably not. Some of the things that people ask for in like the bogus forums are fucking insane for this game. Like, are we gonna get bikes for our white scars? It's like, of course you're not gonna get fucking bikes. Like, that's such a dumb question. I'm hesitant to call something a dumb question. Like, some of you like, will we get bikes for white scars in Space Marine 2? Well, yeah, they're gonna give an entire dev time. They're gonna give all their dev time to putting in vehicles for one chapter or two. It's more than two, but you know what I mean. Makes no fucking sense. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Hi FTG, when do you think we can expect Space Marine 3 2029 at the earliest? It's gonna have a 4-year dev cycle, I said.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malforming destructive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Peridium. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and storm in hope the Zero swarm will devour. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece, but give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
I trust you always.
Club is very easy. I do think it's very boring though. Like all you really do is just go from like gunstrike to gunstrike the entire time. Wings of Flame is probably more fun, but Pro Power Fist is definitely easier. Eating my $1 ramen bowl and watching FTG's peak luxury. I'm spoiling myself too much. Yes, I too have partaken in the $1 ramen bowl.
The Trigon moves to intercept us. Where the Trigon burrows, the swarm follows. Strats, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter charges released.
Sit high, Professor. We need melters. Seal the seals infesting chasms with the thermal weaponry. Sterilize these burrows of seals.
Prepare to strike into their midst. Changing magazine.
That my girl FaceTimed me and interrupted my FTG time. Pretty mean of her. I don't know what FTG time is worth, but
This infestation has persisted.
you know, in 40 years, I wonder how ugly this game's gonna look. Like, you know, right now, these graphics look supreme, but how are we gonna feel in 10 years? 40 years, 50 billion years, 40,000 years.
Charge, brothers.
All Warhammer 40,000 years.
No beast shall crawl from that crevasse.
Your righteous reason to forward the Tyranids.
We dare not be late to apprehend this
And
threat.
closer.
We certainly are in a Wings of Flame meta, though. But that shit just does too much damage now, Curious Strikes. But, that being said, Devil's Blow is definitely what I would recommend for brand new players. That's because you don't have to time jack shit, you're just kind of playing the game. And you're like, oh, a horde, I go up, I go down. That's all you have to do. 47, thank you for the Prime. Using my sub for one question, what would be settings to use? I use 1.25. I think that's the best mix between cinematic gameplay and like functionality. This Vibrant Heavy Bolt pistol, by the way. The graphics peaked in like 2015 though. That's an insane thing. Not even close. Games look way better now than they did 10 years ago. Depends on the budget they had, but if you compare like a AAA release from like 10 years ago to now,
Inside the facility, you'll
some games
find
look like shit.
Gallia knows nothing of the shadow ritual and its myriad secrets.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to views of
You know, The Witcher 3 is considered one of the best looking games in 2015.
lacks efficiency.
That game looks like ass now without the if there wasn't a remaster. Not an ass, but you can definitely tell that
How far you
it is very much.
I must drag you back into the light.
You pass the correct door, it will find you. Where your corpses shall
Prepare to strike into their midst.
I don't know, man, Arkham Knight still looks amazing. I mean, some of the games have great art direction, but like textures, rendering. The biggest place you see it usually is in shadows and draw distance. That's where you see The Witcher 3 suffer a lot. I know this because I used to mod The Witcher 3 an awful lot to look better. And the number one thing that always bothered me was how god-awful the draw distance was, and like how awful all the shadows looked in certain areas. And some of the games have shadows were like one of the things that improve. You know, that's a hard thing to do. Natural shadows are like one of the hardest things in gaming to properly do. Number one, because the performance hog of shadows is unbelievable.
Patched into a mining facility and nothing more. What reason exists?
Does FTG have a Discord? Yes. We're at 2,000 plus members now.
I pose no threat to Gallia
Get in there,
or
brother.
the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Disconnect her synaptic
Actually pretty
tethers from
active.
the facility command terminals. Stand firm. I expect her to route Xenos to assault your locus.
Hold this territory.
I remember when all the reviews for Witcher 2 came out, people thought the graphics had peaked. Witcher 2 did look really good for a 2011 game, like 2012 game.
Within the sphere of consolidation.
Especially considering CD Projekt Red was not a very big studio at all at that point in time. They got substantially bigger after The Witcher 3. Now, Cyberpunk 2077, that might be the best game ever made, the best looking game ever made so far. At least post Phantom Liberty.
Consider this terminal
I don't know if you guys have played that. I assume most of you have, because you're nerds like me. So you probably played Cyberpunk. Yes, that game is the.
within the sphere of consolidation. All we need to rekindle the light is a power cell generator.
You wish you were Johnny Silverhand? You want to be blown up by. You want to have your brain copied and then die? Alright.
To the summation of our divine arithmetic from Monica. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors and Zeta 6.
That's like a radical experience.
Resources and one perfectly good crops. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the might.
What's it?
You're a starting
What the fuck? Can we not? Perish, perish. Okay. Dude, if they... Listen, okay, if there are no people hating BioWare's left, because I'm dead. Running you over, dude. Student driver BioWare.
To their midst.
It's actually more insulting than dying to them.
Locate a power cell, and we shall see to this ourselves.
I'd rather just kill me.
Victorious over the Xenos Strats. This infestation has persisted for too long. Jump back, refuel.
Seek a power cell, brothers.
Alright, can we just chill out in the spore mines here?
Within the sphere of consolidation.
See, it's it seems like BioWare's in this game that make me fear for like the new boss is gonna be like, because Saber is very much shown that they don't give a shit about. They don't really care if the new enemies gonna be annoying as fuck or not, because BioWare's are far more annoying than any of the base game extremists are. At least for Tyranids.
Locate a power cell, and we shall see to this ourselves.
So the new source for Terminator sounds like a ranged fan to me. As a force staff, you know what that means, guys. There's 0% chance that Saber is not reused. The skull asset. Just have them shoot skulls at you.
Power cell needed.
So be excited for that next patch.
Replenishing.
Oh my god, where even is it? Below. Wait, are we getting a new enemy? Yeah, we are. We're getting a new boss. To be a Chaos Terminator Sorcerer, so get excited if you hate range spam. Which ending on Cyberpunk? I mean, depends. How about like the peaceful living one, where like you have no more implants? Oh, that one.
Within the sphere of consolidation.
Were lictors in the base game, or they get added later? I can't remember. They were in the base game. There's a whole boss fight. The Alpha Lictor. That's where the whole line lictors hunt alone. Yada yada. If I went for the worst one, it's the best one, dude. It's one where I get to live. What do you mean the worst one? You think the ending where I die is better? I don't think so.
Silence. Meridian, firm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter. The pulpus
So there's supposed to be a hot fix for patch 12 coming out, or patch 12.3. They said it's just going to be connectivity things, but we'll see.
evacuation.
Maybe they'll do a little buff or two.
Coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Jump pack refuel.
Alright, where's it go? Hopefully they fix the bug that's currently around with all the extra snipers and Bramble guys. That's not intentional. Okay.
Fresh munitions. Tyrannid menace annihilated.
You play Crimson Desert FTG? No. I don't really play any games except this one, Dark Tide, occasionally.
No storms shall delay us any longer. Not even this interminable storm dampens our chapter's colors.
Me as an angel of death. Reloading. I saw Saw on blazing wings. Exterminated. Reloading weapon.
Do you plan to stream the new Total War game? Yeah, if you mean Total War 40k. Yes. Awesome.
Relinquish me, beast! Prepare to strike into their midst. Silence that beast's call for its foul brethren!
Triple Ravener, dude. Triple Biovore and a triple Ravener? Love it.
Throwing frag grenade! The slithering Xenos lies dead. I saw Saw on blazing wings. Advance as one! Rearming!
data pushed to your displays. The Imperium demands the Trigon's extermination. Its shell coating has weak spots. Shoot them!
Cool. Nifty. Oh, please give me a melted bomb, please. I know you're going to, but
Signals are up for a new shaft. Ready mouth rolling.
alright.
Sterilize these burrows of Xenos.
Take a boomba.
Evading strikes.
Alright, he's definitely gonna go do another little... Or not.
Trigon kill confirmed.
Boss is kind of gunstrike fodder, ain't he? Alright. Kinda sucks we didn't get like a first boss spawn there, but whatever. Yo, how are you today? Marines, may I ask which mission you recommend for playing solo absolute for the first time? Just play Decapitation. Or just play Siege, to be honest. They'll fight both factions on there. You also have to fight them on like similar builds, so it'll probably teach you that class a lot. Whichever one you're choosing. Alright, so we're gonna do one hard strat now. Let's hard strat some people, and then that'll be that. What boss is hardest to fight? Probably the Vortex Beast, technically. But like honestly, the on-mission bosses are probably the hardest thing in this game currently. Because they actually spawn with Extremis. Zero Dough, thank you for the Prime. Okay. Got snacking and lunchbox. Do you guys even need the weekly? Do you even need the weekly? That's the real question. I guess we did the block one this time. Well, Sir FCG, what's up, Raynar? Is this live on Twitch as well? Yes, it is. It is indeed. Right, well, nobody's playing then. Come on in. I'm gonna do one of these and I'm probably gonna call it there for now. My favorite Legion. We're loyalists here. We only talk about chapters, but if talk about chapters, Blood Angels.
For the Emperor!
FTG, who's your favorite chapter master besides Dante, of course? Probably Tybros. OMG, let's go. Alright, we got MJ in here. Okay, well, my bad. Yeah, we're not heretics here, dude. Legion? What is this? The Horus Heresy, okay?
The Emperor guides us!
This is the 41st millennium. And we love the Emperor here.
Mark this position.
Okay, I'm not crazy lol. Then I was wondering where are the best tips you have to fight the ugly beast. I can't kill him on absolute true solo. I mean, with a vortex beast, you just have to be good at parrying and like knowing its attack patterns. That's really all it is. Kind of hard for me to like properly address like where you're dying if I don't see your gameplay. But so 90% of that boss is just parry timing and move and like where you're putting yourself. But it. I might even say we glaze the big E is true. We do. We do glaze a big E here. Big time. I can't join you for some reason, even when I think I'm the first one to enter the code. It's because Twitch is much faster, first of all, for chat delay.
We have been ordered back to Avarax. We can finally finish off the heretics here. The clashes between the heretics and the Xenos have reduced the landing zone to rubble. This is as close as I can get you.
The Resilient can spare no other support or resources for this mission. We are on our own.
Confirmed.
Okay. Death Company Pathway. I should see that often. Not something people usually play.
This sector cannot receive Imperial communications without the relay here on Avarax. Astropods are critical to relay functions. We must defend Imperial resources.
Yeah, for Twitch it's around 5 to 10 seconds. For YouTube it's like 10 plus. Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, come over to Twitch. Though there aren't Twitch drops right now, but there will be eventually. Again. If you want the code, it's much faster. Dark Angels Rift Hog, true. was a worthwhile melted bomb. Okay, should have the secure stockpile, don't we? Yeah, we do.
Brothers, traitor.
Power Fist is such a great weapon, uppercutting everyone. Yeah, it does get boring after a bit, though. We'll say that. Definitely the best weapon, maybe not the most entertaining weapon, though. Hey, we shut him back into it. There we go. That was a good melted bomb. For a power has to be next patch, yeah. Almost certainly. Albert. That's really nice to get him out of the way early. Dude, that is where. Alright, don't. I swear to God, this be a PSA in this game. Don't melee don't nade the fucking boss. It does. First of all, there are so many reasons not to. Number one, Jake Sully sucks. Besides the point. Number two is that equipment will do next to no damage to bosses in this game. Even if you Auspex an enemy, Auspex doesn't actually increase equipment damage unless you take the target lock perk. And you're going to stun lock your teammates into dying. There's no reason to do it, pretty much. Unless it's a crack grenade on Nerf Rope, that'll kill him. That'll fuck shit up. Teammates are dead. That's all. That's my PSA. Don't nade the boss. There we go. Right. Oh, he's gonna die now because of that melted bomb potentially. Oh, right, there we go. Okay. Lesson learned. That's good. I need to put that in a fucking video. Stop doing this in Space Marine 2. That'd be like a 2-minute video. Just stop making the fucking boss. It's like the worst pot. It does like no damage. It was like next to jack shit. It does like 60 damage. It does, I think it does 24 damage out of like 3,000 HP. It's pathetic damage. Very bad. Been a problem since launch. Like honestly, it's just remove the stagger on your teammates' grenades. Remove it for bots. There's no reason not to for a normal, in my opinion.
On your guard, an astropath is going to attack. You cannot be allowed to live.
Oh.
they see you, champion in the approach and binge upon their suffering.
That was almost cool.
This astropath does the bidding of the heretics now. That astropath must be slain, brothers.
Oh, a changer of ways. Grant us implements of retribution.
Stop it, before it conjures more of its wretched brethren. To take the astropath out, eliminate that order. Evade infernal energies.
That's like throwing a rubber duck at a Halo Scorpion? Yeah, pretty much. That's about right.
Just death for a betrayal.
Bang.
The altar is uncontested and vulnerable.
Alright, I'll do. Can't.
My resolve cannot be tainted.
I definitely could have given that banner to my teammate, but we can also get the altar, which is saving the whole mission.
Millennia of transgressions. Finally paid a price. Target the astropath. All specs prime. Stay close.
Heretics employed deceptive tactics. I see our objective, brothers. I forsake my oaths. I will no longer serve our rotting corpse. Corruption speaks with our voices, but our zeal will shield us from this psychic subterfuge.
I can block something better on the bulwark to get the 0 frame startup for intimidating aura and things like that.
Eliminate the profane astropath.
Shit. That's my duty right there. That guy. Got him. Dead. See that chat? I can kill him. It's someone else's. It's not my problem. That guy's my problem. Only it told us who's who, you know. Yeah, there we go. Stop interrupting my moment. That's your oath of Amog. You son of a bitch. That's not my guy, that's someone else's guy. You died in this, I'm reporting you. Oh, he got pulled in. Dead.
Breathe and find strength, brother. Stand anew.
You have a favorite finisher? Actually, I do. It's the helicopter blade with the fucking Technory on the Zangor. That was pretty peak.
Our duty is to find and kill whatever made that sound.
Our positioning lacks advantage, brothers.
That generator's machine spirit lies dormant. Awakening it will aid us in crossing over.
Locate power cells, brothers.
Godzilla's approaching the generator again. Yeah, this portion sucks. Not too bad with teammates, though. This part only sucks by yourself. I fucking hate this mission when you're playing solo.
Identified.
Or I should say this portion. Mission's great by yourself, but this portion in particular can suck my ass.
Repowering the generator.
The enemy pleads for aid. Ammunition cache here.
This minor obstacle will not deter us. I have a power cell.
Right. The other one over there. I guess the last one's gonna be way across the room, huh?
Approaching the generator with the power cell.
Like decapitation, you need to plant the 6 charges. Solo extremely time consuming. Well, in solo you only get like 4 max. You don't get 6. You get 3 to 4, but it still takes forever. Not in here. Okay. This is definitely the worst designed portion. I'm curious what the most played chaos map is in this game, though.
This power cell has some charge.
Box of Brass really quick, so probably that. I only count that as a chaos mission. It's a hybrid mission, really. Just like Disruption. I think Chaos is better as an addition to a mission, though, than it is as its own faction, usually. Just missing something, you know what I mean? Oh, it's my guy, it's my guy. I got this. Bonk. Oh, you fucking idiot. Right there, you should see me. You need to see the fist coming, dude. You think they know what they're getting sent into before they get there? I think Zinch lets them know.
Locus, proceed to objective. Terminate the astropod.
I will. I pinged. Don't think you get XP anymore from Hard Siege. You do get XP from Hard Siege, it's not the first 5 waves. Is the best way to farm levels still the first 5 rounds of Hard Siege? No, I have that in a pin comment. It's not no longer the fastest. They nerfed it. The fastest just spam the highest difficulty you can in operations now.
If the Psychers have brought forth some
Okay.
arcane power, we must destroy it. Look, I'm ready.
I mean, I guess we hit it relic, but who gives a shit? It's gonna be an easy boss fight.
A beacon of hope for a dark hour.
Alright, well.
Advance as one. The path is
I could take the axe for regen here.
down there, brothers. We must continue our hunt through that corruption.
Sure, was your favorite Darksiders game? Darksiders 2. Darksiders 2. By far. By far the best one.
We will silence those hideous screeches. Drown its howling with the roar of our vultures. Ramp up the pressure. We have the demonic monstrosity on the run.
We are caught in its wake.
Whatever realm this is, we are not welcome.
Corruption here exceeds even our limits.
Whoever finds us an exit will have my thanks. Brothers, do you see that light? I am free of the darkness. Now to eliminate its source. The extremities are first priority. The beast is dissolved. Attack! Conserve munitions until we take down that arcane
Fucking
barrier.
intercepted that guy.
Thousand Suns reinforcements inbound.
Do not let a single unholy cur touch that beast, brothers.
Focus on that monstrosity. Ready to scan.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm sorry, he just fucking died. Just got exploded. That is quite comical. That's quite comical. The last possible well, the first possible second really just immediately exploded. That was chuckle worthy. That made me hoot. I don't know, the quest in the game feels so meaninless, such a stupid concept. Put in some batteries to move on. Why not put in some batteries to activate a can or whatever that helps you? Would be way more rewarding. I mean, because they'd have to like make a whole new cannon to help you, probably. Alright, guys. Probably all from me for now.
Attitude.
What was the last one to do for there for now? We're gonna rate Davy Boy since he's around. I might be back on later, we'll see. We'll see. Probably not though. But I'll be pretty busy this weekend. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.